onye chala afọ na-ekelekwana gị na-arịọ gị na-ekele gị sị gị ndazị ndụ mmiri kpọbaga anyị n'ime afọ ọhụrụ ga-adị mma ebe ị ga-anọ gị na-aga n'elu gị na-agakwana n'ala ị ga-efe efe aka na ị na-achọ ihe na-eso oyi. You do not walk on a dirty line, but you are the creator of the land. So whosoever asks you, does things without your consideration, the consideration that you do not like dirty land, because onye kre ụwa n'ụwa oke efere gị n'elu. Mana afọ anyị na-aba taa echi n'ụkụ taa chi na-ehu ugbu a Chukwu ihe ọwụ ndụ anyị na nna anyị Chineke ekere eluigwe n'ụwa gbara ya sịkwa na anyị dome aka anyị ọcha ọ gwụrụ otu anyị nwere ike iji adọ nna anyị Chineke dome aka anyị ọcha ị ga-akpa ya onweghị otu gị eji eme mmekọ. You cannot connect to Chukwu okike. You cannot connect with Eke without Chi Chukwu okike. O ya uji chi anyị kwa n'abọsị Eke krowa dịkwa n'elu na-achụ ụwa. Ana m arịọ gị sị gị bata onye krowa bata na eke ukwu bata n'ori ukwu bata na afọ ukwu bata na nkwụ ukwu batakwana na eke nta na eke nta orie nta afọ nta nkwọ nta na bahụkwara na eke ghere eke idu n'ọba ya wụ ụbọchị echi na-abịa abịa ụbọchị anyị na-echi anyị na-ehu ugbu a the coming daylight. You are light. Is Ekuku, the day of rest, the day that you sanctified and ask us to keep it holy. Imreyamma sign the man son of ihe mere ala Igbo ji kwesị ịwa ala nsọ. Mana ndị obere abịa ndị mme chere na ha ga-emere ya na-ata anyị ahụhụ niile na-akpa nye anyị mmekpa anyị niile. Mana oke eke kere ụwa ahụ na akwa anyị sikwana anyị lowe ma anyị lọta lowe wundụ ka wawo ndị sikwa na ha eloke na ha ịbịaka ha ezaga anyị Chukwu oku a hụrụ Brun ụnarị ka na-efe nna anyị hụfere gị dị ụfọdụ aja gị mma site n'ịkpọ gị Chukwu okike adị amafere izu oke ofere ya ka ọ bụ na ndị nsọ niile ha na ha nwere agbata obi ma ndị niile na-agwụrụ ha. Nna anyị efe ekwena ya kpọọ ya ikuku ndụ kpọọ ya ntụ oyi ka ewu na gị si ya wụọla gị ikuku ndụ ya wụọla gị ikuku ndụ gị sikwana ya wụọla gị akwụkwọ ya wụọla gị akwụkwọ zibe si na ewu onye mmegide na mmegbu na ọkpụkpa gbuo kpakpakpa ya wụọla gị akwụkwọ wụọkwara gị ụgụrụ wụọla gị ahụ ọkụ wụọla kwana gị ihe seni mmadụ ga-agba gị oshintị ya bịa wụrụ ya anyị akpọkwanye gị eze ala we don't worship the ground, the land. We worship the creator of the land. You got do nyuku. I happy do nyuku. You get food. Onyukwu hapụ ife chukwu onyukwu. But asịm aha gị, asịm naanị gị ka m na-efe, naanị gị ka m na-akpọrọkwa n'isi ala, sị ka aha gị dị nsọ. Sịkwanị na n'izu ike anyị na-aga izu ike na chi na-enwu n'ọwụ ihe kwesịrị ekwesị n'ihi na ịkụrụ ụwa mee ya mma, sị anyị dome nso dịka ala Igbo kwesịrị. Igbo nwe ụwa nke ọbụla anyị gbadoro ụkwụ ala nsọ ụwa ala Igbo. Anyị adọga ahụhụ onye dị chosen and who is chosen and who is not chosen. We are your children. That's what Father does. Father doesn't have to choose his children. They are his children. They are chosen. Onye ọzọ a na-eri mmadụ, onye ọzọ a ga-eri gị ekpe. You are no one else is your inheritance but your own children. Until the rest of the creatures of the earth understand that they're not going to be happy. This is when I stop nine and nine go to honor our fathers and mothers for our life on this earth, in this land that you gave them belong. The Kojo, this is a color. Symbolizes, we use what is on this earth to explain, relate to what happens in heaven. This is also this seed of grain of paradise. We're going to be speaking in tongue from time to time, but we're going to speak in the language of heaven, which is Igbo language. You can speak it however you want, but the shepherd knows the voice of his own sheep. And that kawata enanya is not something, claiming. It's not something to claim. When you are chosen, you are chosen. You have to go through his children to communicate with him. Okay, Krowa. I'm sopro. Preach. Sopro nan. Namusuma. Tena ndị ahụ ga-eme mkparị. Chefuo na ịgwara ha na iwe onye oji. Anyị wụ ụmụ idu. Ndị Ijipt si ha were ihe. Wegasịa mpakụrụ ụwa niile. nna m na-ekwu sị na ha wụ ndị oji ekwu elu kwa oge ebe a na-atọ ma ọ ebe a na-eme nzukọ oge ije ozi Chukwu ruo ọgwa ha ụmụnna ya ha wụ ndị oji. No offense to those who watch this channel who do not understand Igbo, but I came for the lost tribe of my people, and this message is so important that if you want to know, if you want to reach the owner, you have to go through his children. You tag yourself to those who speak Igbo to explain to you. No offense, especially today. It's a bridge to the next dispensation, and the Most High shall walk on his earth. But he will clean it up. He's cleaning it up. So, thank you, the Most High. Welcome to our midst. And thank you to everyone who watches this channel. But I will start by explaining this bridge, the hidden Igbo heritage of Ichi Afo. That means we're exiting the last year to a remarkably prophesied year. The year of the Most High. We thank him and ask him to Afo Barakala, which means may the last year go without our death, without our life. All the death, all the kidnapping, captivity, all the iniquities, let them be our past. All the sorrow and pains, death, let them be our past. So we can move forward with light, the spirit of light, our Father, who are connected with him. We are the Abbas. But CHIUKWU, Uji, the big tree of life. We're using what is on earth to explain what is in heaven. And when we go into iniquities, when we get filthy with sins, iniquities of all forms, there are some that can be forgiven with sacrifice. There's some that is paid with one's life. So CHIUKWU is the only one that can forgive. Nothing, anything created, any creature, anybody in flesh, beasts of the field, or beasts of the sea. And the basis here is being thankful for living through the trials and tribulations of the passing year, and wishing a better year to come the next day. We say, Afo Baraka La Afo Braka Low. That's what we do in the midnight. Before the following day. And we don't mean Aho. We mean Afo. Aho is a corrupt Igbo. And Igbo is the language of heaven. It's corrupt by Haam or Chaam, the Hamitic people who are foreign to the land. The Hamitic people, you know what Haam is from the scripture that is trodden by the heathen, as trodden as it is. They explain that Haam or Chaam or Haam are from the seed of the people, their fathers, who uncovered their own father. An abomination that is punishable by death. Say it in the book. And when they speak, when you say something like Afo, see how your top lip comes down in humility, humble. But if you say Aho, your top lip goes up, raised like the beast, like the goat, or even the cock crowing cockroach. Oh, that's conversion of people, a sign of conversion of a people to beast. So, those who have ear, let them hear and return back to be speaking proper Igbo and seeking for forgiveness to be able to do so, to return. Lota, to come back. We call them Lot. Lota, come back. So, Aho, Ani. Aho, Ani. See? There's no freedom there. But Afo, Allah. You see the Allah. You see the freedom. You go to Ifele instead of Ihere. Those just giving example. I have probably given in the previous videos. For now, for 2022 to 2023, the first moon at midnight, after midnight, before a cuckoo, which is this Wednesday, March 2nd, 2022, is supposed to be the first Igbo moon in the beginning of Igbo year. And that's when we wish, we do the Ichi Afo. At midnight, we shout, Afo Braka Akwa, Afo Braka Akwa, Afo Braka Low, Afo Braka Lao. See how many lips stays when you speak the really righteous Igbo language. You shout it with great joy in thanks to CHIUKWU for allowing you or allowing us to live through the previous year. The day after the midnight, joyful noise is the before the day after the midnight joyful noise is the Shabbata. The day we Shabbata, we bring usher in Izuike, or the day of rest, with CHIUKWU Okeke, which is in when speaking in tongue, we say Shabbat of rest with the Most High Spirit of creation. But they call him God. But God is creature. God is is about the creature. I'm holding the horn, and not about the Creator himself. And then this is followed. After doing this, the next righteous act is the Mbala. Mbala Eguzo Duzo, which they call Russian for Exodus. Eguzo Duo Uzo. That's what the hidden calls Exodus. So we're not going to be begging for being chosen or not chosen. These are all hidden identity of Igbo people. Eguzo, standing up. If you stand up and direct the path of travel in rush. Mbala is in a rush. That's how you eat puaka. Puaka, which they call peka. Is pour aka to live through next year. Aka, pour to live. Aka through next year. Not the peka. Peka. That sounds like it. Does it sound like a quack, like a dog quacking? Now, exoduzo means direct the way while standing, and puaka means live through next year. And the spiritual implication here is evidenced. It's an evidence of some people in Egyptian Exodus. Anybody claiming that they were going through the Egyptian Exodus must be lying, because Exodus is Egypt, Pharaoh. Pharaoh is a passage. That's how our people pass through into the current day Middle East. That's how the Idu, the sanctified people who were given the light to the rest of the world, were passing through. Pharaoh means pass to reach. It's not Pharaoh. No. Pharaoh language is the key. And then, remember, this is a high season before clearing the field later in March to plant after the first rain in April. It's the high season. It's the season before planting. And also remember, we had another high season in the sacred month, the 7th moon of September 2021, where we celebrated the blowing of the trumpet. The previous videos, trumpet is Arochukwu, which is the blowing of the trumpet of the Most High, CHIUKWU. To ask our people to gather for this Passover. Pagada, and then the next was atonement, or what the heathen call Yom Kippur, but it is Yom Ka'opo, which means pray to me, or sacrifice to me, the Creator, for Him to forgive your sin. Ka'opo, for your sin. Po, which means leave you. And then the feast of the tent, or the feast of Onyukwu, which means the home of the ancient of days, or the Most High. The second of the 2 high seasons before harvest, which we performed last year, and the result was a good connection to Eke, for him to request and give us what we have to do for him to come back, to be our Chi, and we be his children, to be able to have to be able to have a peace on earth, which we did, but subsequent reaction by the seed of devil, Dibunlu, was tribulation. After the face of the man of sin was revealed, the reaction was Wibu, Papa, kill, get into all kind of pranks, deception. Kidnap all the people associated, the messengers of CHIUKWU, and demanding ransom, overwhelmingly high ransom. Ihe onye metro oge Ishi Afo. And as was the plagues of Egypt and the event of the Red Sea, so has he been with the enemies of the true worshippers of CHIUKWU. Their evil shall find them. Igbo language of Ishi Obi holds the key to unlock the hidden past, and it is with Eke re-le-gionu now. Afo Brakakala. But as this new year comes, so be it revealed the prophecy of Isaiah 43 for a time like this. But in verse 5, he says, "Fear not, for I am," he told his Idu people, his sanctified people, his messengers, that are spreading the good with the light, as it is in Gudugu, as it is in front of the Igwe and Elu-Igwe and the similar places in Igbo land. So have we come to spread the light like our fathers before were sent to do, as they did to Beni, as they did to the Nwa Igudu, which they call, when you go to culture, which they call the Ghana Empire. That's what we do. That's our people. As Abiama did, as Izok, Jacob, Metushalam, they call Metusalam. Enoch, the Enoch culture. This is what we doing here. We have no empire, have no desire for any empire. That the Creator is the king of his earth. Only him rules. And Chukwu wonder, you looking at for him to come from heaven with the sword, but knowing that there's no sword bigger than what is going on right now, and more to come. And it is surgical, because all he had to do is sniff the life in you. What you're looking for in the house are in each and every living thing that breathes. Will suck it away from you. No greatness or none of your chariots, none of the strength of your horse will save you. In his saying, nobody saves from his hand. So all these pranks, we teach Igbo. We go to this Ogbako Ishi Obi Biafra channel or any other one like it. They go and they get chicken scared. Oh, we're gonna go and teach Igbo. We're gonna teach Igbo in Okusufod. That's a joke. Because he will not understand you. You will teach his covenant. His covenant is your connection, Adonai. Your connection to the Great Spirit. The Most High Spirit that connects to Eke, re-le-gionu, the Creator of heaven and earth, who is in heaven, presiding. And when you separate, when you start with iniquities and all this violating all the covenant, when you refuse to obey his democracy, right? Do as he spoke. Your connection from him is gone. And you are dead, dry bone. And when you decide to reconnect and obey that law, because some of them is punishable by death, and there will be no, you shall never rise again. You die, and that's you. Continuous, perpetual suffering without life. But if you are able to humble yourself, Darua, Dahudo, if you Humble yourself, you shall see peace. You shall humble, Daniel, you humble yourself to be able to reconnect heaven, which you call Daniel, or that kind of stuff. Igbo nwa. Igbo Nwachukwu. Igbo nwa. Igbo Osuchukwu. Osuchukwu Nwachukwu. Osonwa. Nwachukwu. So whosoever violates Osonwa violates his father, CHIUKWU, from whom his physical father got him. So he says in the book of Isaiah, verses 5, he says, fear not. He's telling his Yidu people, his sanctified people, his saints, and his anointed. That's what Yidu means. Some people say Yidu is the nation. No, Yidu is not nation. Yidu is people sanctified by CHIUKWU to travel around the world. He takes them around the world to position the light, CHIUKWU, like in Toi, the comforter that lives, that is situated in front of Wudugu. Igwe na Akwụkwọ, Igu Idu. They call it Igudu. Fear not, for I am with you. I will bring your seed from the east and gather you from the west. I will say to the north, give up, and to the south, keep not back. Bring my sons from far and my daughters from the ends of the earth. Udrogan? Yes, this is Ogbako Ishi Obi, the gathering. It's fueling. It's too late for anyone to attempt to stop it. And the attempt to stopping it means attempt to deny yourself the light, the life. Even everyone that is called by my name, Nana, Mother Arochukwu, Osonwa, Osuchukwu, Ofala, those are Igbo. CHIUKWU, people answer CHIUKWU. People answer Nwachukwu. People answer Downwood, not David. David doesn't mean anything. It's Downwood. Humble yourself to see peace. Daniel, humble yourself to the host of heaven. All this fake talk, twisting, hermetic, David. No, those are beast talk. Those are animal talk. Most High pays attention to them. He says, even everyone that is called by my name, by his name. For I have created him. They do. Like Abiyama. Like all those that he has anointed and those he is about to anoint. To take this doctrine, which is Do Kotorani, which means reach out to heaven and come to teach us or present to us. Do Kotorani. So, but the Most High speaks. For I have created him for my glory. I have forged him Yeah, I have made him. CHIUKWU Okike shall say to the captor, sit, or the prisoners of prison keeper of his people, set the prisoners of my people free. So, I have not been making videos for a while until now, but this kind of message is not a message. I believe that the 40 videos that made in the past are enough for anyone who desires or who is salvageable to learn what is required to be salvageable. And we speak when he asks us to speak. The worshippers of the ground, because it says, or the land rather than the king of the land, as they say, mosque. But the children of the Most High says, Mosikwo, if he asks us to speak. And among their relatives, they say church, but we say churchy. And they also say Torah. We say Torah present to them. So we say was the teaching, Igbo teaching of Oxford. What a shamble that it is going to be. While they have been operating their Babel, as the little Tower of Babel. So the will of the Most High must happen. CHIUKWU. He is the creator. And I have a message here for those who are deaf, like Ogbako, the deaf and blind, stupid bird that does not, that does not hear the noise. The ant that does not hear the sound of his predator, prey. The Ogbako, the bird that makes so much noise, and any insects that can hear avoids being eaten by Ogbako, the noisy bird. And with that, I will add the Obanem Mama by Dan Oji to be able to give an insight of the great Igbo spirit and wisdom of heaven. To that I say, CHIUKWU. Afọ gbarakwa akala ma afọ ọhụrụ akara mma ebe anyị na nna anyị CHIUKWU Okike. The year that will eat the puaka to live through next year with him as our chi, as our father, and we, his children. CHIUKWU, may this next year be good, better than the last year. May it be the sacred year of the Igbo, of the earth. May it take away all the dirt, all the filth of his land. Be merciful and clean up those who want to be salvageable, who prefer to worship him and to worship Baal. And to that I say, Ise, Ise, Ise.
Ejikele ojena nuvo chichebilio Sabare jesi ubia lokelie Ya bare jesi aso erile loke para ya die Manomoro wanibe Dani amati onu nemere dani ho Ubanemle arilere no wamo Mamale, ono mekola noma. Mama mi yenga bo wakola ya chim. Mama ntole arilele la danio. Alaji ni mori e biakwa kere. Ya oluba nenwe bere biakwa kere. Ofuku biakwa kere. Nwa fonne kubochi biakwa kere. Amati owo osuzwe oba nwa mama. Lefu biakwa kero chei nne nworie biakwa kere Ibudu biakwa kere Otweke ndoza kwa biakwa kere Usi na poshie oba nwa mama Ala biakere Ofuku biakwa kere Nwa fonne kubochi biakwa kere Amaji omlesha mae oba nwa mama Ewe Oba nnem Oba nnem Oba nnem Oba